Your views changed over the last, say, 20 years about what happened in China in 1989.
Well, there's no question that all of us who watched television thought it was a horror and thought it was a terrible thing. And I still think so. And I still find it hard to justify shooting people in the streets of Beijing. But as I thought about it, and I thought about what Deng's role, I think I understand better how he felt and why he did such an extreme thing. I think as I did the research and talked to people around him, I think he was really worried in 1989 the place was going to fall apart. I mean, Eastern Europe was falling apart. Russia was falling apart. And the students' demonstration didn't start out scary, but I think the big turning point must have been on May 20th when he sent in troops and told them not to shoot and to bring order to the city. And the troops got stopped. And
for the people, they considered that a tremendous victory of peaceful remonstration.
They were stopping the government. And I think that the previous year, Deng made a bad mistake when he released prices too early. He knew this was near the end of his career. He wanted to move to a more open market economy in his lifetime and felt it was a tough thing, and he wanted to do that before he retired. But it was a time when there were shortages of things, and so the prices went up 30%. And there were so many people coming in from the countryside who had a little money then from the markets there. And all the people in Beijing were basically salaried people. So for a salaried person, just at the beginning, when you were beginning to save your money so your kids could go to school and you could pay for your old age, seeing your money evaporate and being unsure what's going to happen, there was a lot of public support for the demonstrators. And I think that was behind the May 20th, this, effort of the people to stop the troops. And so, motorcycle gangs would run ahead and warn the people to get ready, and they put buses in line so the troops couldn't. As soon as the trucks with the soldiers stopped, they punctured the tires and pulled out of things so the trucks couldn't move anymore. So what does a leader of a country do at that point?
Well, okay, let me ask you, do you think, there was a faction within the government which believed that this could have been resolved through yielding on some issues of minor consequence, perhaps, to the government, but also through discussion. What do you think in retrospect?
My Chinese friends are divided about that, and I find it hard to have the confidence that I know better than they do. I think my best guess is at an earlier point, yes. If they had yielded maybe early in the student demonstrations, if Deng had been better to Hu Yaobang in January '87 and hadn't pushed Hu Yaobang aside, if they had responded to the students, given some more freedom, or tried to clear the square in a peaceful way earlier, and it hadn't been so harsh in the terms that they used for the students in the editorial, April 26th editorial, if they hadn't been so harsh, I think there was a good chance they could have done it. But my own best guess is, after the May 20th effort to bring order peacefully, that there was no way they could have brought order peacefully. There were just too many people opposed, and Deng gave the order to do what was necessary. And as somebody who had seen 150 years, knew about the 150 years and seen lots of years of turmoil before 49, lots of turmoil during the Cultural Revolution, 40 million died during that Deng did not think in terms of human rights or the individual rights. He thought in terms of the overall social order. And he felt that the greatest good for the greatest number would be done by bringing order and by killing a few people on the streets. I think that was how he felt.